Good afternoon, everybody. Levi James coming at you from New Hampshire. Keene, New Hampshire, to be specific. Sorry I wasn't able to fit this in yesterday. I came down, I had an awful night, man. I came down with I don't know what it was, some sort of bug. I don't think it was quite the flu, but I had definitely had a fever last night, didn't get much sleep, so I'm struggling today. Struggling. I think I'm feeling a little bit better, but it's still doing rough. So it's always terrible being sick in a hotel room. Like you just want to be home, you know. But anyway, so being in New Hampshire and Vermont and a lot of the New England area, I picked up this American oak barreled aged gin from Caledonia Spirits. So they call it their Tomcat gin, which is an awesome name. It's got a crazy awesome color on it, right? Like, that's awesome. So this is up near Burlington, Vermont. Actually, it's not too far from there. And yeah, so there was two that I saw. There was a white gin, and then this gin aged in American oak casks. So I decided to go with this one. I've been doing a lot of white gins lately, and I wanted to go with a barrel aged. So let's see. Gotta grab a glass or a plastic cup rather. So this one, a couple of reasons this one kind of struck my eye. First off, it's Caledonia Spirits, and completely different, but I live in Caledonia, New York right now, so representing that town, just had to go with it. It was speaking to me. But also, I was looking for kind of a local gin that was aged, right? So I think I picked this up yesterday, and it was like 75 degrees. I originally had thought, hey, maybe I'll get a local bourbon, something along that lines. But when it gets to be that temperature, gin is more of a summer drink for me. But like I said, I've been doing a lot of the white gins lately, and I wanted to do an aged one. And it looks like, from just looking at that, looking at their spirits and their line of spirits, that they're brewed with honey. So the honey seems to be a big thing with them in terms of the sweetening. Do a little bit more. If you guys could see that color, it's a pretty color. It's very amber. Looks a lot like a bourbon. Now I've been doing some aged gins or barreled aged gins recently, and they're usually darker, right? But they're not that dark, so that's interesting. It's a nice color, but it's definitely darker than what I'm used to, at least recently. Wow. Wow, on the nose right away, definitely that honey's right there. You can tell. You can tell honey's a big part of what they do. Wow. And crazy amounts of clove. Crazy clove. It's right up front, there's a lot of clove there. Maybe a little bit of lavender, actually, like a hint, and a little bit of vanilla, maybe. It's really hard to get past that honey and clove. Like, those are right up front, and they're pretty intense. Whew, holy clove! All right, let's give this a taste. Wow, that's aggressive. Now, maybe because I've been sick the last couple of days, and I haven't had much besides water, but that is aggressive. That is an aggressive gin. Let's see what Okay, so it's 43% alcohol, so it's not too crazy. I would like a better finish on that, to tell you the truth. With the honey and everything in there, I would really like to see that a little more smooth. It's very aggressive, especially on the finish. And that clove is there too, big time on the palate. But it is aggressive. It's not. I don't love the finish on it, to be honest. Now again, my palate's messed up, and so are my sinuses. So that might not be a fair review, but it does seem quite aggressive. Maybe it could be a little more balanced. So they do use raw honey, which you can taste, and it's definitely on the nose as well. And clove is a typical spice that's used, or that you can typically pick up, or that's used when you're making gin. But it's really intense in this one. It's really up front, which may have been what they're going for. I don't know. That's aggressive. I would like a little bit better of a finish on that, but alright. So, because my voice is no doubt going to be messed up with all the boogers and stuff, I'm just gonna do a chill instrumental or something. I think that's all I have in me for today, everybody. I do want to mention, I was looking this up, and I believe they have several silver and gold medals for this gin. So, of course, my taste is my taste, right? So I may find it aggressive, but clearly some people and a lot of people in the business clearly like this. So don't take my word for it. You know, if you want to try it, go for it. I just find it, particularly for my tastes, it's a little bit rough. And I'd like it a little more balanced, especially with the different, you know, on the nose and on the palate. I feel like there's a little too much honey, a little too much clove up front, and I'd like a little bit more balance so we can pick up some other things. That's just my take on it. And again, I'm sick, so I might not be picking up everything. So anyway, everybody, you have a great Tuesday, and I'll actually see you tomorrow for the regular schedule on Wednesday on Instagram. All right. Peace, everybody.